Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Sunday Mac. Today, we'll be starting off right
I have
away.
2 plates.
Yes, because you had the last remaining of the plates from before.
Yeah.
By the way, Azure is here today, which we're using our actual names, so Dustin is here today.
And this is Diestus.
Yes. Well, won't go around with the new members. Of course, you know me, Derek.
Steven.
What?
Introduce yourself.
You already introduced me. I don't want to.
Still doing it, Dustin.
Oh damn.
Adam, but
Oh damn.
Lance.
DS but short D.
yep, makes it easier. Easier. All right, but we'll start off.
Let's make it easier. We have 4 D. We have 4 people with D. 5 people with D in their first name.
But he's the one we call D.
I'm Alpha D.
You're Omega D.
I'm
Ooh.
Eddie.
Still badass.
That's not good to do.
Your belly up.
Oh, wow.
Bottom
Okay, let's
bitch
try to
D.
move on.
Heavy D.
You're not heavy.
No, you're not heavy no more.
You're a skinny twig D.
Little D.
Well, all right, we'll start this off with our everyone's top 5 favorite video games. We're gonna do it the same we did before, from 5 to 1. I'll start us off, and we'll go around the room same way we did the names.
Okay.
So, my number 5 is a PS2 game named Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Wonderful RPG. Only thing I'd have to say about it is there's a character right in the beginning that has all the healing support that you lose right away and don't get back till halfway through the game, and you get her at the same level halfway through the game as you started her in the beginning.
Oh, that stinks.
Also, you die from running out of MP.
Yep.
Caught me off guard the first time.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. That was. Just...
And if you ever decide to pick up the game, I'm telling you now, there's more characters on the list than you get to keep at the end. So if you really want a character, look into how to keep that character.
Yeah. Also, don't bother renaming your characters because the game is voiced and they'll say the real name anyway.
Yeah,
So it just
true.
makes the subtitles look really weird.
Very true. Alright, moving on.
For me, number 5 on my list is the entirety of the Saints Row series up until 4.
So you don't like 4?
And somebody has already looked at the rules. And
I do
hit
like
on the first
4.
one, the second layer.
But Ages of Mayhem I'm not counting as part of the series because, ugh.
Now I have to ask, what is your favorite from the series?
My favorite from the series actually has to be, I have 2 tied for this, 2 and 3. Because...
See, we already broke our rule here.
Well, since I played the entire series, I know all the games. 1 started out as a generic GTA copy, but 2, they took in a different direction. While they kept most of the gameplay the same, the story went its own way, and it had an interesting turn. They started getting experimental in 3.
See, 2 I enjoyed. 2 was a pretty good
Yeah,
game.
2 in my opinion was the best of the era, because that was when they were changing over to Xbox 360 from Xbox, and from that point on they stopped with PS2.
I did like the original story of the first one. It was just like
I never played the first one.
The
so
first
I have
one was
no idea.
generic
it
GTA,
was GTA generically, but you played as like
your own character.
Well, yes.
your own character, but you were a undercover cop.
No, you weren't actually. You were just some random guy who got in the middle of a gang war and got recruited.
Was that how the first one was?
Yeah. The first game starts out with you literally getting in between some gang members fighting, and then the 3rd Street Saints come and rescue you. And then from then on, you're just part of them.
I may have it wrong.
You might be thinking True Crime.
Or Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping
Which
Dogs
are both
was a pretty
good
one.
games.
Sleeping Dogs. I haven't
Wasn't
heard
that
of
the one with the Kung Fu, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chinatown.
okay, yeah, you're right.
But for me, my absolute favorite of the series has to be Saints Row the 3rd.
Okay.
Alright, now we'll move on.
The rest of the first up, we got the favorite. The favorites.
Get my little cheat sheet.
Yes, your little cheat sheet. It's fine, almost everyone has one.
Go looking at Bazaar.
I had one right here.
Wait, continue.
Dustin.
Dustin.
I'm staring at him for 2 minutes. I'm about to stare.
We're not going to just sit here and stare for 2 minutes.
Can I stare for 1 minute and a half?
No.
How about 3 seconds?
The viewers would like to not just see you staring at someone.
Even though it would extend
It's a podcast. Most people are going to basically play in the background for noise anyway.
Hi. It'd have to be Spyro. I'm not sure if...
Which series of it?
Which one?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's what I'm thinking. I just said Spyro. I'm not sure if it's the remake or just like the original trilogy.
Why not both?
But what game? Like, what was your favorite game?
Probably 2, actually.
Okay, Ripto's Rage.
But I'm not sure if it's the remake 2 or the original 2.
Remake? There's a. Oh, you mean like
The remake.
Reignited Trilogy?
Yeah, the
the
remake.
trilogy.
Yeah.
See, I'd take that as one game.
It's basically, so this
Yeah,
is the original
Ron
with Shiny
Timothy in that
graphics
case
and
would be
some
one game.
it's a mechanic cleanup.
Yeah.
Probably the remake then.
Well, good series. I did enjoy that one a
I
lot.
remember
That
Spyro
game,
being one of
those
my
games
first
were my
platformers.
childhood.
I think that was all.
So, Adam, we'll have you go then.
Oh, I don't know the answer for this one.
Okay.
My top 5 one, I'd have to say the Bakugan game from Nintendo, because I had
Which one?
so-
The handheld one?
the handheld one.
Oh, the DS.
I didn't
the
play the
DS one.
handheld one.
I loved it to pieces.
I wonder if it played the same, actually. Was
I
it just
don't-
throw the card down and throw the...
No,
The
you
entire
had
premise of
you had
Bakugan
to
was
throw the
awkward.
Bakugan, but you could like move it like around the stage and like
Yeah,
pick up
but you
things
threw
to
your
help you.
gate card down first?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one then. We
Yeah,
love that game.
Yeah.
He's playing the 360 version.
But yeah, I played that for like hours back when I was a wee lad on my Nintendo DS.
See, that was a good game. I'll give you that one.
I remember hating the battle system for the DS because my screen, the bottom screen, was really like sensitive with the touching, and so I hated every
And you
time
need
it
the
was
touchscreen.
like, oh, you need to do this, or oh, you need to pop these, or oh, it's rhythm based now.
Yeah,
I
then
gotta
it
agree
was
with him on
definitely
that.
the same game.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with him on that. When you have a sensitive touchscreen, that kind of gameplay is just.
but I
kill me.
really liked the story, and I grew up with Bakugan
Leonidas?
as opposed to what?
Leonidas was your Bakugan.
Yeah, and I remember
What
that I
ele-
grew up with
What
Bakugan.
element did you pick?
What element did I pick? I picked Dark.
Okay.
It's the darkest.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I'm not a fan of the remake series. The original.
Oh, we're not
yeah,
getting
it's
into that right
short.
now.
No. Okay.
Next time.
We're
We're
not
not
getting
doing
into
a
that
top. We're
one.
not doing a bottom 5 in this list.
Like I said, that's a topic for a different video.
But alright, continue on with Lance.
Okay. How about it? My number 5 is Far Cry 3.
I never played it, so I can't
Nice.
say.
I love it. It's a fun game though. You get to climb on stuff. You get to run around the jungle. You get a flamethrower. The flamethrower is actually good,
Do you upgrade it?
A good
You
flamethrower
get
is
more
always
ammo.
good in any game.
Okay.
and it has the level where you get to burn a field. And the song is dubstep, and you're and it is literally just it is the soundtrack to burning a Wii
Far
field.
Cry 3?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is the soundtrack to a Wii field burning. Is what you hear in your head.
I only have two Far Cry's. I have Far Cry Primal and Far Cry New Dawn. That's it.
So those are the sequels to 5.
Do they all
They come
have
after
a...
5.
Primal's
Technically,
before
all
5.
in the same
Primal's a
world.
prequel.
Primal's before 5.
That's a mint.
Really?
Yeah, it's Caveman
Yeah.
one.
I did not know Primal was a
Do
prequel.
they all connect their storyline?
No.
Or are
Technically,
they all different?
Far
Technically
Cry,
same
until New
world.
Dawn came along, every single one was a different. set.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Primal, you do see characters like their ancestors to certain characters, but that's about
Okay.
it.
Like, you get, like there's references to the other games, but they're individual new character, new story. Over
Yeah, that's
time.
what I was asking.
I've never.
Because I've only played one, so I can't tell from the rest. And that was Far Cry Vengeance for the Wii.
I
I don't
only.
know.
So the
I, never,
that was
I
the
did not
Wii?
get very far because
My dad loved that game.
I did not get very far because I think it's so
Wii.
it's like partway through the enemies just turn into magic radar beacons.
Alright, we'll move on to D here.
Well, one that I had most fun with the story and with the most customizations, my bottom 5 is Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2.
See, I'll take that as one, because they were very similar games.
That was the bomb.
Black and White 2 was basically just the second half of it.
Yeah, it was second half of the game.
That was the game that I played the most as a kid. Was Black and White 2, but
See,
I mean,
the generation probably wasn't my favorite, but the story was phenomenal. I'll give it
oh
that.
yeah.
They had PETA.
They had Peter.
The most evil of all organizations in human history.
I mean, it is
The
a butcher
NES side
shop.
for yes, that does include the
And
Commies, the
technically-
Nazis, and Genghis Khan.
And technically, the main villain wasn't a villain. He was just
A Pokemon.
Wait, which man villain? Because that was okay, but Geistis.
I think he meant N.
and he
Yeah, I'm
wasn't-
saying-
he's not really a bad guy.
Spoilers for those who haven't played yet.
He was just a guy who liked Pokemon and
I wouldn't
wanted
really
you to
say
have,
Spoilers
like,
that
their
was
own
too big of a
choice.
Like I said,
spoiler.
like,
Like,
spoilers
that's
for like
too
10-year-old
obvious now.
game.
Yeah.
That one was obvious. Like, that's everywhere
Yeah,
now.
but we said about generations, like, Geistis is the bad guy too, so.
All right,
Guys,
but
you got watch out for that Giovanni dude. He's a bad guy.
Okay, spoilers! Snape killed Dumbledore.
Oh my god, you bastard! I've never watched the final movies.
It was in the second to last, so.
What
But
about the
alright.
accent?
So I'll go to my number 4, which is also a Pokemon. I have a lot of fond memories with this one, playing it with my dad when I was younger. He would play one version, I'd play the other, and we played through the whole thing. And that was Pokemon, the original Gold and Silver. To me, it was my favorite. It's my favorite gen still to this day.
That was the one before we
The
discovered
original
stupid
Gen
game
2.
Shark
That's because
Surfer
of
started
Pichu in
cheating.
it.
Yeah, we cousin of mine and Lance's here used to cheat in these games all the time.
Good old Game Shark.
And it kind of killed the fun for us because he had it. He would edit all of his stuff, and then we'd actually have to grind, and he would just wreck us every time. But the part with my dad is what made these fun.
Yes. That's what I said. Before the generation before, we got our hands on one of those.
yeah, because that mostly happened to us in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
But
That's why
continue
every-
on to.
Okay,
Even.
for my number 4, this one's actually going to be a bit of a shocker to most people. A Dragon Ball Z game by the name of Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not going to be a shocker.
Lay gas.
I don't even know you, but even I can say in related news.
BT3
one of
and
the rights.
BT2 had some of the best gameplay of the entire series. The Budokai games tried and just couldn't keep their foot.
No, I love
Snap.
the original Budokai. That was a great
Budokai
game.
1 made a good, strong start.
I love
Budokai
Budokai
2 and 3
3.
were trash though.
What
Oh, I can't agree with that. I loved 3.
Budokai mean?
When they came out
It
with
was the
Budokai
name of the tournament.
Tenkaichi, it was different.
Budokai Tenkaichi was like the world's first
Budokai
one.
Tenkaichi 2 did a lot right. But 3, I have to say, was my favorite one. Because they
Understandable.
incorporated cutscenes into battle, and they expanded the cast a lot. They included some of Goku's adventures when he was a kid.
I think 2 had that.
No, 2 had some what-if scenarios.
I just
3
remember,
actually went back and did some of the Dragon Ball stuff.
I just remember button mashing my way to victory with super attacks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still, I gotta say, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, specifically on the PS2. Because there's a Wii version,
Yeah.
and that gameplay is just, ugh. I'm
Let's
sorry.
not, I'm not going into
Motion
that.
controls are not good for a game like that, in my opinion. Moving on to Dustin.
AKA Dragon Ball Connect.
Oh, that went in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was the shit back in the day.
Yeah, it was shit.
Dragon Ball Connect. I don't know
Oh,
because
God.
I never took because I was smart enough to avoid Connects like the plague.
Okay.
Dustin's turn.
4 actually is Soul Calibur.
Really?
Which one? You gotta say which one.
I'm thinking.
Well, you could say the series and give your favorite. I don't care about that. To me, I enjoyed 4.
I'm interested
I'm
to see
I'm
what you
gonna-
gotta say to this.
I'm gonna say 4. That's when we started with, and that's
Well,
with the
yeah.
biggest roster.
4,
That was not DLC.
4 was actually the one that received the most criticism. Believe
It
it or
might have,
not.
but that's where we
I
started.
do not care.
The one that
That was the
actually,
first big one.
one I actually officially played was like back in Dreamcast days.
2?
I
It was
can't.
2, and then I played as the freaky SNM dude with the.
With the
Goldo?
claws.
The
Oh
claws.
god.
He's still in the game. He's still in the games.
All right.
This actually will
I
be
haven't
touched
played
upon
it
later,
one and
by the
done
way.
Valdo is creepy.
Because
Hmm?
I said this will be touched upon again later, so we'll
Hmm.
have more of a chance to talk about Soul Calibur later.
But alright, we'll move on for now. Adam.
What? Huh? Me? Oh. Number 4 for me, Persona 5.
Okay.
Oh, alright, I'll
I-
definitely accept that one.
I really, really like Persona 5. Some characters hit really deep. And, like, can we all agree that, like, Ryuji's, like, the best friend?
Yes.
No,
No,
because-
no.
Best
no,
guy.
Kanji Tatsumi.
Junpei in 3.
All them.
All right. Let the rumble begin.
I love
I
Junpei
gotta
in
agree with
3.
Adam on 5 because
Okay.
Persona 5 was actually my gateway into the Persona
What about
games.
Yosuke?
Same.
And I've
But
played
he's
Persona
not
4
Kanji.
Golden.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to find Persona 3. Oh, I am
Like how we
playing
all
kind of
picked
ass
a
backwards.
different one
I
from
know.
different.
I'm interested in 4, but since 5 is like the one I most recently.
I started
I'm
on
definitely
3.
looking forward to Royal when it comes
I
out
used to play
because
3
I'm gonna be
first.
getting it.
Didn't finish it.
And
Came back and had to beat
I
it
want to
again.
play Scramble so bad. That needs to have an English release. They only released it in Japanese for right now, and I'm a little upset about that.
We're not going into that topic.
No, the one thing we can all agree on, Tokyo Mirage Sessions was not that good.
I'll agree with you because I never played it.
I'm going to agree because I haven't either.
It was not good.
I'm going on to Lance for his next one.
Doom 2016.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yes, I have it.
The
I
most-
just got it.
The most
I can't
metal
join
game.
this.
The most metal
Never played
game in human
I played like
history.
5 minutes.
That,
I
That's
just got
about
it.
it.
Started playing it. Oh my
It is-
freaking god!
that's
Fat-
amazing.
It's fast paced, high firepower. You don't have to fucking you don't have to reload. And most importantly to me, rip and tear.
I wonder how the
Oh
new
yeah, the
one's gonna
glory
be.
kills are freaking beautiful.
You get a sword apparently.
Most
And
important.
That's an
melted
Eternal.
flamethrower.
Most
That's what we're talking
important
about.
to me,
I want to get some
chainsaw.
Eternal. Oh yes, I just unlocked the chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
The blood.
Boom.
The blood with
Just
that
you
one.
feel the game makes you feel like a badass.
And then something that actually happened with me recently playing Doom, I found one of the secret original levels. The throwback is so freaking amazing, and it really hits the nostalgia button.
Yeah.
Also, this is Spider-Man, but does the one thing every first-person platformer should, but none of them do: double jump.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The game has rocket boots, so you can jump twice.
I watched Markiplier play it. I like the little.
Shout out to Markiplier.
I like the little when you try to find the little chibi figures of Doom.
The Doom guys.
The Doom
Yeah.
figures.
Fist bumps one of them.
Fist bump.
And if you drop him in lava, he gives the thumbs up like he's the Terminator from the two.
Oh, that's funny.
So awesome.
All right. Go ahead.
My number 4 it has to be Final Fantasy X.
Ooh.
Good choice.
Good series.
Good story. And I try to go on to 10 too, but it just
Doesn't hit the marker.
Doesn't hit the marker. I do like the fact that you can mid transform in battle, but other than that,
They
Oh,
took
you
a
just
different
bought
direction
shorts.
with 10 too.
Since we're in the Final Fantasy topic, my favorite was 8.
I don't really have a favorite for that one. But I
That
will
was
say-
my one that
but I
got me
will
in
say
Final
this:
Fantasy.
when it comes to
15
in
was
defense
the
of
one
Final
that got
Fantasy
me,
X 2,
surprisingly. I
Yuna
played
and
10.
Yuna and Daisy Dukes.
Oh, you took a while.
the best Final Fantasy is obviously Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, you said
Let's
No,
not
no.
appreciate that.
Oh.
I haven't played either.
I mean, maybe if we were talking,
Never
You never played either one of the series?
No.
Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts?
No.
I'm getting the 7 remake when it comes out.
All right.
You know what? It's alright.
we're getting you 13.
No, you'll turn them off of the series.
I know.
Everyone hates lightning.
She is boring.
Oh.
I have a
Boring,
friend
bland,
that
and a bit of-
apparently loves lightning.
Most
She's
people,
boring,
yeah,
bland, and a bit of a BS.
most people hate. Yeah, most people
She's
hate
the
lightning.
main character, party leader, but most of the people don't like her because she pushes people
She
away
has
from
no
her.
personality.
She's she's generic action hero tough guy.
She has less.
She's
personality
female
than
crowd,
the
but nobody
Chocobo
likes
that
her.
black guy's
I'm
there.
going to beat people up. Yes.
Yeah,
She's
kind
sad.
of.
Well, so, though I will defend her with one thing: she punched out Snow, and for that she makes
That was
it to the top of that
respect thing.
game. Yes, but I
I
hated
didn't
Snow
get that
more than
one.
I hated Lightning. So
I didn't get that far.
I like
I never
making
played.
snow
I once
angels.
watched a half-hour loop of that, so you can tell how much I hate Snow.
I like making snowmen and snow angels. Does that count as whatever you're talking about?
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move on.
Okay.
But my number 3, probably the only I'd say the newest game I have on my list is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yes.
Villager for life.
I just love the series as a whole.
Wait,
If
did
you
you know
ever...
that Joker came out?
Yes. we all
Joker
know
in
that.
Persona.
Did you know that?
No, from Arkham.
He's been out.
Oh, from Arkham Asylum, I never...
No.
Oh, man.
I will say
No,
this:
he is
never
in
go
Mortal
against this
Kombat.
guy if he plays Diddy Kong.
Wait, he's in Mortal
He
Kombat?
will wreck your crap.
Yeah, he is
I don't
there.
play Diddy
Oh,
Kong.
shit.
You troll with Diddy.
I troll with every character.
Yeah.
Mostly certain
This is-
characters.
This is truth.
You know they're getting
Diddy
rid
and
of
Ike.
Ike is my main, that's why.
Hero is best character.
Look, we all
You
know.
get out of this podcast.
Okay.
No. We all know the best character is random.
Oh.
Chaos Route.
Now, Sans.
Chaos Route.
Alright, I
You
guess
never put Knuckles in it?
that's Dustin wishes.
Okay, so are we?
I will
on number
murder
three
you.
now?
But isn't the best Knuckles Ugandan Knuckles? That's right, we're bringing the meat back, people.
Corona.
My name is Ile.
But go on.
Okay, moving on. My number 3 is Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PS2. To me, Most Wanted had the most solid gameplay of Need for Speed games of the PS2 era. And when I was younger, it actually made me feel like I was driving a race car. The races, the free roaming, and the music selection were all just really well made. Carbon was not so much, but it's still based partially off of Most Wanted, so props there. But I definitely gotta say Most Wanted was definitely better. I do have to specify, though, that I have not played the remake, so I don't know how good it is compared to the original. But I'll probably pick the original over the remake. Excuse me. Move on, Dustin.
For speed.
Yes, I need much speed.
I'm surprised nobody really spoke about Need for Speed much.
I have no idea what need.
I played exactly
Oh,
one
series.
game for a little
What
bit.
name we on again? What number we on again?
3.
3.
Oh.
Chris.
That would have to be Dynasty Warriors.
The newest one?
Yes, 8 I think. 'Cause
8 is the newest.
Yes, then 8 it is.
Yeah, I like that game because you create your own character myself.
Create
and
your
how
own character, slash through hordes of enemies.
I've
You
not
actually make your own banner and like
you
somewhat
can make a lot
somewhat
of stuff.
soldiers. Well, you customize soldiers.
Yeah, you kind of give their color.
I actually like the Gundam one.
See? That's a good one of the series.
I didn't know there was a
I
Gundam
played both
version of
Fire
that
Emblem
game.
and what was
It was
it?
on the
One
360,
Piece.
but they kind of stopped it there.
I was the One Piece one. I never played it.
It's pretty good. You get to
See,
snap.
Persona 5
Is it-
Scramble was supposed to be their take on the same kind of game.
We don't have it though.
Yeah. I really want to play that, though.
Let's
It
just
looks
stop.
good.
Let's just stop for a second and say One Piece for life.
Oh, boy.
You could say it.
What's a piece?
One Piece is trash.
Yeah. Okay.
I will rip ass.
Anime is manga, probably not.
What's a piece?
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually never even tried the manga
We're
yet.
rubber, you're glue, your purple words bounce off.
I am rubber and you
Well,
are
of
fast.
course,
Don't you
well,
dare
would
touch my
just
hat.
eat it,
Big Bang Attack.
Who is Luffy?
Not that one.
Well, you know what? It has none piece,
Zoro.
so it is therefore the best anime.
He likes those.
I do like some characters. I just don't like some characters. I don't like the anime. Too much filler. And Luffy's not a pirate. He's an
I
adventurer.
didn't enjoy it. That's all I'm saying.
The kid, I'm a pirate. Step. Oh,
Now, they
But we're not here for the anime talk.
No,
we
not this
combine
time.
Soul Eater and One Piece together.
No.
We're just gonna move on.
I like-
But,
Then we get
Hey,
Abomination.
I really liked Soul Eater.
but Adam, you're next with your 3.
Okay, alright. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
I
Nice.
can
Yeah.
appreciate
Respect,
that.
dude.
That's my favorite Sonic
Respect.
game.
Chow Garden was amazing. I
I
spent
really
spent
should've
more.
kept
way too much time in
Yes,
just
I recall
Chow
that as an animal racing simulator that I occasionally platform to get stuff in.
I have over 300 hours in just the Chow Garden.
Bosco had a little pot on
I
his head.
played more of the Chow Garden than the actual main game.
I recall that.
Yep.
Less respect.
I recall that same.
But the Chow Garden was good. I
Hey
will tell
now.
That same.
2 of the best songs in the entire Sonic whole how they had all the songs were definitely in that game.
you. And may I just say, City Escape is a very iconic
That's the one
level.
I was talking. That one and Live and Learn.
Yup.
Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
All right, let's not give
I'm
people
not
earbleeds,
gonna-
guys.
I'm not gonna kill the audience by
Copyright
bad singing today.
Copyright.
Stop!
Oh, right.
You
You're
can
gonna
only
get
go
us
6
you're gonna
seconds.
get us a copyright strike.
Oh, shoot, I forgot. Sorry.
It's okay, we'll edit that out.
Hopefully.
Cut that in post.
Okay, so moving on. Who's next?
That'd be Lance.
My number 3?
Yes.
Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. This game was my childhood.
Nice.
Wasn't it though?
I'd come home every day and play it. I would play on the weekends. They could not get the TV in the other room because I would be busy playing it.
You in the back room, yeah.
I was prepared to whip people with the controller to fight for it. Got controls.
Our one
I love
cousin
it all.
almost lost his life trying to get you away from that game.
Which one?
David.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh.
Like David.
The dumbass.
We have so many D people. We have so many D names to keep track of in this podcast now.
Yeah.
But- And you know what? I don't think we're gonna tell that line, so I'm just gonna pass it along to D.
My favorite.
This one.
I started off in the middle, but then it sparked me off to start from the beginning. Sly Cooper games. I started on two.
Oh,
Yes.
great
Yeah,
Talk
series.
about nostalgia, dude.
I
The
fucking love
Murray
Sly
agrees.
Thunderflaw.
The Murray, yes.
I started on 2 because I bought a used copy
It
from
started
GameStop.
3.
I ended up starting on 3 and only playing 2 afterwards. I could never find 1.
I saw other people play and then tried playing the collection on the PS2, on the PS3 streaming thing, but I didn't want to pay for it and I couldn't finish them all in time.
Sly Cooper is the reason I got a PS2 because I liked it so much.
It's a really good game.
I really
That,
liked
and it's
Sly
not on my
Cooper.
list. I doubt it's on anyone's, but so was Ratchet and Clank series.
Ratchet and Clank.
I
was
love the
great.
subtitles.
Jack and
Time to up your arsenal.
Tons of inside
That's
jokes.
one of my favorite PS2 games.
Jack
And
and
Dexter.
Also a great
Yeah.
series.
Jack and Jackster.
Respect.
went from a platformer to a shooter in like 2 years.
I gotta say, after Jack 3 though, they started going downhill.
Jack X.
Because it was a racing game.
Jack X was stupid.
Jack X was stupid. The next game afterwards was stupid. Daxter was good.
I didn't. What? Precursor led.
Precursor Legacy was 1. There was one more.
When Jack and Kira go off to do whatever.
Yeah.
I
It was a
there
there
was
was
bad
more.
one
more.
We were talking about
Naughty
as
Dog
number
didn't work
3.
on it.
Number 3 was Sly Cooper.
We're talking about.
It was just these were the known 3.
And it's just those tangents
This is
throw us
another
off, and I
trio
like
at the
completely
time,
forgot what we were
so-
supposed to be talking
These
about.
were like the triangle of PS2 era.
So anyway, moving on.
Alright, so we'll go to my number 2, which is in the Mass Effect series, and particularly 2 was the best.
Gotta say,
2, all
Like that.
those characters, and like you learn so much about. Well, of course you have to take the time to go to them, but honestly, if you do play this game, I recommend going and doing like everything with every character.
And the ending actually makes something
Definitely
because you
not
decided who
everything
lived and
you want
died,
to
and not
do.
just what color screen you got.
You're right.
that was
Which
3
3's
Lance.
gameplay was great, but
But
the
the ending-
story,
the ending was
like
phenomenal.
it started out going great, and then it just went.
And by the time I got to the ending, they were very lucky. The controllers no longer had wires because I had been walking. Because I would have found my over there just to go around the mall with it.
Tally
What?
best waifu.
Agreed.
Tally best waifu.
Agreed.
Sorry,
Legion.
Jack, for me.
Did you say Legion is best wife?
No.
What's the
No.
The ship was
Legion.
Edie.
Legion.
She has her own body.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
it was
third one,
Edie.
she got her own bird.
Anyway,
But yeah, that was characters were wonderful. So many different takes that
Why?
game could
I don't know. I
get.
just feel like being a contrarian.
Because you don't even have to recruit people if you didn't want to.
you could do whatever the heck you want for the most part in that
You
game.
could not do anything to help anyone and see how the final battle unfolded into chaos.
And everyone dies. Except Miranda, because that game basically made it impossible to kill her.
Miranda, I think Jack would die.
Jack can die. I got
They
her
all
killed once.
can, but it is so hard to get Miranda. You actually have to basically try to get Miranda to die.
The only way to basically get Miranda to die is purposely when they fight with her and Jack, purposely pick Jack, and that's like the only way she can die.
Ah.
Like, they made it as hard as possible to kill her because I think
It
she was
kinda
somebody on
revolved
the team.
around
I'm going to
her.
be honest, I think she was somebody on the rating team's waifu.
That could be it.
But, alright, go on to Steven as he takes a drink.
Okay, so I said we were going to touch upon this again, and mainly because it's my number 2, the Soul Calibur series. I've been playing the series since 2 on the PlayStation 2.
But what particular game?
I definitely have to say, my opinion has changed since I have originally come to this. I did like 5 for the longest time. But, I gotta say, now that it's out, 6 is the better one. Well, I wouldn't give to have Patroclus' style in 6, though, because it was primarily Setsuka style, they need to bring that character back. Because that combat style was so good, and Setsuka herself was a well-written character.
Oh, Umbrella Girl.
Yeah. They transferred her style over to Patroclus when they made 5. And while he has some decent moves on his own moveset, it's just not the same. And can we all agree Patroclus is a fucking asshole?
I have not played the game, so no.
Have you looked
No
at
one I
Patroclus?
knew played the character.
Patroclus, his biggest downfall was that he was an egotistical, prideful prick.
Oh, you
The
mean the
entire
character
time.
himself?
There's a lot of characters who's assholes.
Tautologies aren't tautological. They're redundant.
It's not just... It's not even that. It's the whole, I'm superior in every way.
I was pointing,
wait till a lot
I was
of
pointing
characters-
out that you said narcissistic and egotistical.
But yes.
So those were 2 different words.
When they came out with 6, I was disappointed the fighting style and Setsuka herself weren't in the game. But overall, 6 has blown away my expectations. The graphics are beautiful, the gameplay still needs tweaking from the dev team, but they're working on it. And the multiplayer is actually really good online.
But most importantly, who is best waifu?
Who's best waifu?
Oh. It
I gotta
always
say,
comes
only
down
because-
to that.
Only because it's a character I've sticked with since the original Soul Calibur game I played, which is 2, Taki.
I was not expecting.
Ninja Girl is best girl to me.
I was
Taki,
not actually
best
expecting
waifu.
somebody to answer that.
I
I was just continuing the joke from the last
originally
one.
showed interest in Tira, but she's iconic.
But
Moving
we're
on.
gonna move on.
Hockey best waifu.
Dustin.
Soul Edge best waifu.
Justin.
Soul Edge best waifu.
Okay.
No, not the
Oh, no,
character, the
Nightmare.
sword.
The sword is
Nightmare, not
sword.
nightmares in the character, but Soul Edge.
Okay, so you like them bones that are Inferno.
Inferno.
No,
best
the
waifu.
sword itself.
You know Inferno
I like
is
the
the sword
eyeball.
itself, right?
I am a weapon file. Adeptus Mechanicus.
I like the eyeball.
I belong to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Make penis into robot.
Inferno best waifu. I like to fuck corpses. Oh wait, shoot.
I think we
sorry.
killed.
So he's okay. We know he's team
Can I go
member.
away now?
Dustin number 2.
Guys, go away.
You cannot.
Dustin number 2.
You have trapped yourself in here and you can't leave now.
There's a walkway right there.
We will grab you and drag you back.
Can you believe all of that out of post? Please?
No, it's not.
Oh, why are you doing this?
Because we need at least an hour of watch time.
It'll give you more money if you don't leave it in.
This is YouTube. We're not getting any money.
I mean, that's true.
We're talking about copyrighted series. We're not getting anything.
My number 2 game is probably the remake actually, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, Tactics was so good.
I don't know.
I never could do tactics.
I never did a number. My favorite was actually Tactics. Normal Tactics.
I
But then the
never actually
upgrade
ever
version
played
came.
that.
I could never play tactics, I'm sorry.
It's not that hard. It's fun. Well, don't talk about it. There are hard moments. But overall, I like the game. Especially pretty much making everyone in your own character class.
Yeah, that's really good because you could literally so many routes you could take for that game.
But can you block?
Yeah.
I mean, they can auto block.
There actually is a block skill.
That's literally everything in strategy games. I always wondered about that.
But all right, I think that is it for him. So Adam's number 2. What are you doing? Just say your number 2.
Alright, okay.
Being an idiot, dude.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Massive
Respectful.
props, dude.
I
Respectful.
love that game to pieces.
Wait, remake or original?
Oh, original
Original.
all the way.
Props, dude.
Love that game to pieces. I used to play with my dad all the time on the N64 back in the day.
Gotta say, those controls were hard to master, but damn, it was fun to play
Oh
regardless.
yeah. Couldn't make it through the master version, but
I doubt anyone really could unless they were really skilled.
yeah.
I did it.
Props, Derek.
I never actually played.
I was
Ocarina.
obsessed with Legend of Zelda series.
I'm actually going to admit internet heresy. I've never played Ocarina of Time.
I haven't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You never did.
I at least played the
What?
remake.
I haven't.
I watched
Heretic.
my
My first technical Legend
So
of
you
Zelda
technically
game
never
was
played it either.
the
I never
Sega.
played it.
I am-
I
I
played the original NES version.
Like
I
the
am a
very
bad
first one for the
mechanicus.
Sega. And I was a young kid, so I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah,
Yeah, you didn't play it until I brought it to you.
The first Legend of Zelda?
the one on the Sega.
The original.
Yeah, that-
original.
yeah.
No,
I
I thought
Sega
that was
had
NES,
Legend of
not
Zelda.
Sega.
It was
Yeah, it was
Super
probably
Nintendo.
NES.
It was
Yeah,
Nintendo.
The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I think
The
that
Nintendo
one.
Entertainment System.
The
NES.
one, Big Open World one that had Didn't tell me anything, so I'm running around
Yeah,
going.
where you just get the
You know the
sword
one with
and
the
then you run
famous
around.
quote, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this."
It's dangerous
I never got
to
the
go.
sword,
man.
You
Take
seriously
this.
never got the sword?
I was how old and had no idea what I was doing. The game was saying go here, go there. It's saying have fun, kill
We'll
things.
just move on
How
to
did you
Lance.
beat that
We're on
kid
number
with
2,
a sword?
right?
I never beat it.
Wow. How did you not?
So we're on the number 2, right?
2, yes.
Okay, Halo 2.
Okay.
We had a lot of good memories with that game.
I
It
started
was fun. The controls are awesome. The controls are tight. The Arbiter is probably my favorite character in that series, in the entire Halo series.
Duel.
Fair.
That's cool too. Yes, I love the dual needler.
Halo.
We actually got to use the energy sword for the first time. And probably the best. And
I
you know
love the
what?
final
In keeping
end
her-
boss
In
battle.
order to keep our running gag going, Cortana best waifu.
No.
Hey, it could have been Keys. or Floodpole number 7012.
Well,
12 is too easy.
Boss battle also, the ending boss battle was wonderful in that game.
Tartarus. The alien gorilla man was for some reason named after the Greek hell.
I never played 2. I started on 3.
Halo Reach.
Yeah, no, I never owned it. I always played it with them.
I saw. Oh god.
But alright, we'll move on to DVD.
Number 2 has to be the Borderlands series.
Yes,
My
dude.
favorite one, it has
Yes.
to be 2.
Yes.
I noticed number 2 keeps being the most popular one. of all
Yeah,
these games.
2s of games.
Good.
It's like which game's the third, whatever.
I mean, 3 is good, but 2 is better ultimately.
Oh,
I've
2
never
was
played
way
3
better.
yet.
I beat 3.
I can't handle the 3 story of characters, so I haven't played it.
Same.
My brother
The
has it.
characters
We
are
played
too
a lot.
modern for the story.
Me and you should do a game.
It's
together.
weird.
No, I just take Brick,
Start
aka
3
Ava.
and do the storyline.
Ava is.
Yeah.
But I know you
Which
like
one's
to
Ava
play
again?
with other
She's the
people.
annoying little kid.
Yeah, I'm more of a play with other people with
I
that
like to
one.
play for
The
the
kid who
story
replaced
first, and then I
Lilith.
go for the story.
Spoilers.
But for number 2, Krieg, man.
Krieg.
Salt the meat.
I have the prettiest meat bicycle.
Wait, but what about Genji?
That's not.
Genji's not in Borderlands.
What
mean
about
Zero?
Genji? Ah,
Just throw
I
something
meant
at him.
Zero.
I mean, Zero's no. Zero
Oh, I
goes.
get it.
Zero came
Yeah,
first.
Zero's
good
number
character.
2 first.
Zero.
Claptrap worst.
Yeah, Zero was
Zero
first.
is Genji.
No,
And,
technically
Yeah.
Genji is 0.
And
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Claptrap worst
Technically, we
waifu.
don't know
Worst
what Zero is.
waifu.
What do you mean?
So best
Claptrap's
waifu?
My favorite waifu.
Has to be anything.
Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack.
Handsome
No.
Jack.
He's the character. He's the
Best
character you spend
wife-
the most time with. You have the most intimate relationship with him through the whole game.
Tiny Tina, even
You-
though she's.
Oh my god.
Best
daughter.
Tina
Best
fucking
daughter.
grew up.
Yes.
That's daughter.
That's daughter food.
Tina grew
Best
up.
wife-
and
No,
she's
no, no, no.
definitely
What was it?
now.
What did she name her? What did she name her rockets?
I don't
Those were the best waifus.
No, best waifu, Mordecai. In 2.
Oh
He
god.
was an alcoholic.
Hey, now Mordecai best
Well,
stoner.
it was Papa
Oh,
Brick
no.
and
Handsome
Mama
Jack.
Mordecai, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't resist the joke because technically he's the guy you have the most intimate relationship
You
with
know
the entire
what? If
game.
you were
Even
to
if you
cosplay
played-
any character
which
in
wasn't,
Borderlands,
like,
you make a great
in the
Brick.
main series. But even if you play the Tales of Borderlands, again, you got another intimate relationship with Jack.
Like you
I
get
mean,
3
seriously,
games
the
straight
guy-
where you have intimate relationships with him.
Yeah.
I couldn't resist the joke.
How much time is Jack gonna take hogging the limelight?
Oh, see, because this
Move on and die.
because basically the main characters rarely
Hey,
talk.
hey.
Yet the villain has to carry the
He
game pretty
gave
much.
5 minutes up for Butt Stallion.
But Stallion is second best.
Stallion.
But Stallion.
But Stallion is number 2.
I still can't
Alright.
freaking believe.
Shall we move on to our number 1 games then?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Going back to
Number
probably the whole
1.
reason that I'm as big of a gamer as I am today. Lance helped me find this game, and it's been a love of mine since. But The Legend of Dragoon,
Ah! Congo!
wonderful series. Story was phenomenal.
Never played it.
The
but heard
characters
nothing but
all
good things.
actually had good, really good personality.
It was a turn-based RPG that actually lets you do something besides just hit attack. You had to actually do the chain system. That was fun.
Yeah, and like you had your. I will admit the one thing that was hard to do, but it made you think,
Yep.
is keeping your MP up.
Yep.
And keeping in your head, I need MP, because at first you think it's not that important. I can just do that thing to attack with, until you realize like the more complex parts of the game, where like, for instance, the healer character, technically there's 2 of them. I didn't know that my first few times playing until I unlocked one of Muryu's abilities and found out she's a healer as well. that that's the only way you can heal other than items. Like, technically you can steamroll through the game without ever touching the magic system.
You just gotta spend a lot of money on healing items.
Yeah.
But
That's any game.
Yeah, was it? The only thing though, never use Shauna.
Yeah, I didn't like
She
that.
has no additions. She takes forever to charge up.
That, and I'm sorry, I like Shauna, but I hated her replacement.
Yeah, replacement scrappies.
Who is she again?
You can't trust
Marana, something like that.
Right,
But
Albert, on the other hand, was actually pretty good, mostly because Albert, on the other hand, was good despite replacing good.
Levitz.
Marina Joyce.
The only thing is he was faster, so it took me a while to.
It's something they had to relearn the timing.
Yeah.
I'm it's like, oh, look at him. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, I can't do this.
See, my first ever playthrough, I made that mistake of not thinking about a healer, and I did Dart, Rose, and Kongal.
Then
Congo.
it'll spam what's her name's one drain HP ability to get anything back.
Yep. And then I didn't think about the additions back then either, so I used to use the generic one the whole way through the game.
Oof.
But that's like a game that got me into everything. That's why it's my number one, because it's just, to me, it's great in every aspect of the way. It was the definitely best RPG to start me off.
Also, this one actually times into it though. If I may have one last point about this before we move on. This game actually had my first game waifu, the Water Girl.
Muryu!
Yeah. She had a giant hammer. That was awesome.
Hammer tag.
But moving on.
Okay, my number one, it's predictable, it's classic, Super Mario 64.
Predictable, like,
Let's go!
I am okay with this. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic game.
It's a predictable one, though, for number one.
Oh, and here's the thing. At some point, if you hit the start button, there's an actual platformer in the face molding game.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I actually did not know that.
Yep.
But, anyway, Super Mario 64 was the first game I played that I actually liked and what got me into gaming. Although my first actual game that I played was Driver.
Drive through.
I could never pronounce that, so I just said Driver, but I didn't like it at the time. I did, however, like Mario. So, then, after I played that and I beat it, my grandparents found out I liked it and got me Mario for their NES, which I didn't even know they had.
Oh yeah.
That was Luigi.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Woohoo!
I grew up with
Luigi
a lot of
time.
Nintendo in my young years.
Luigi
And
on the line.
I have Super Mario 64 to thank for me being a gamer. It's
Props.
fun.
Something tells me that's going to be a lot of people's number ones is what started them off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
renamed one game started me off though.
But there's just
Fair
pure
enough.
nostalgia with that, though. Even with the remake that they made for the DS, which they could have done better with. I'm sorry.
It was a nice extension.
It was a nice extension,
You got to
but
play Luigi.
you can't
And
fundamentally
Wario.
change something like
Yep, and
make
Yoshi.
you start out as Yoshi instead of Mario. Maybe using Mario to unlock Yoshi would have been cooler. I digress.
But alright, we'll continue on to Dustin's number one.
Go on.
The special edition of Devil May Cry 3.
I knew it was going to be there.
I knew it was
Virgil
Devil May
owns
Cry
your
game.
soul.
That was fun.
It was a great game. Like,
One was fun. I have all of them. Well, except for the remake. I hate that one.
The remake?
DMC.
DMC.
Oh, okay.
That was trash.
Sorry, reboot. The reboot.
I changed my answer. Claptrap's not worst waifu. Don't worst waifu.
Yes.
Dante.
Adam, what are you
What the frick are you doing?
I don't even think he knows what he's doing.
Give me that. Let go of it.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what this game
Alright,
is.
but
I
yeah.
don't know.
Devil May Cry
No.
Special Edition.
Well, you don't know Devil May Cry?
No.
Well, we got.
We're gonna get you. Wait. Hang on. We'll be right back after we forced him to play 4 games straight. Don't worry, we'll let you skip 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to do 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Can
Yeah.
I opt out to take
No.
a multiple
Nope.
choice test?
You
of
can
it?
take the
Yeah,
horns.
multiple choice test.
Answer everything C.
You can have the horns, or you can have Devil May Cry. Pick one.
Horns, please.
Ow! Don't hit me with it.
Collateral damage.
But
Cat lateral.
Can I continue a little bit?
yes.
Dante is actually fun to play as. A lot of combos. The style was finally. Yes, the style was.
Don't take him for Smash.
It is
I want
so
him to be in
fucking-
Smash. I really do.
He needs to be in
That's
Smash.
And yet-
He has so much
Flame-
representation.
and yet
Smash would go into Dustin's top 5 real
I'll
quick.
say-
Oh yeah.
Then playing as Virgil first time, it's like, how do you work you and then float spinning swords, throwing them at the people?
The same way Bayonetta works.
No.
No. Bayonetta works like Virgil.
Yeah.
Because Virgil came first.
Virgil's better.
Well,
And honestly, best
Also,
wife.
Virgil has a better. Virgil has a better coach.
listen, that's not our problem. We just gotta send it up to Sakurai and like,
Let's say best waifu in Devil May Cry, Lady.
Yes. She guts things with a rocket launcher.
Let's say she has 2 pistols, a shotgun, rocket launcher, SMGs, grenades. She's a living
And what
arsenal.
appears to be what looks like a schoolgirl skirt that when you zoom in is actually ammo boxes.
Yep.
That was the thing. I always thought for a while she had one of those Japanese pleated schoolgirl skirts. So I looked at it. That's her ammo.
see, you,
I think
you're
she
saying
does-
that-
her
you're
skirt
saying that
was
like
an
that's
ammo
not
belt?
sexy.
Yeah.
She has a skirt
So she
on.
wore panties with an ammo belt covering
No,
it.
she had spats.
You saying
She
that?
had what?
Spats.
You guys are talking like
Little
that's
white
not
pants.
sexy.
Really? Are you sure that's not the remake you're talking about where they censored it?
No.
Because she originally wore panties.
I mean, I think the English version just changed because I remember the American version.
Yeah. Because in the original version they were panties, not those.
So she didn't wear pants. She just wore a belt covered in ammo.
I-
You know what? I respect that. Going into it out with demons without pants. That's sure to be.
Hey,
feed.
I
that
don't-
is the true way to go commando.
That is how you go. That is how you tell the demons you're not afraid of them. I'm
I,
not even bothered
I always
with
assumed that she had a
pants for
skirt
you.
on with ammo around the skirt.
I wonder if the Doom guy.
That's what I
man.
originally
I
thought
mean,
it
it
was.
could be, but
I mean, I don't. We all know Doom. I only wears the armor, so we can
but
feel
we'll
the
move
kill.
on to Adams.
Okay.
You're number one.
Sway.
He's like my list.
Much
You're number
company.
one.
Okay. My number one. It isn't what started me off. What started me off was going somewhere. Anyway,
What?
number one is Black Ops 2. I used to play the Origins specifically for hours.
For zombies.
Yeah.
The farm.
I didn't like the multiplayer as much, but the story and specifically zombies' story was
Let's face it, everyone wants Black Ops for zombies these days.
yeah.
I just get, yeah, you know, they should just make a
When I
COD
found
zombie
out-
spin-off at this point.
When I found out that Black Ops 4 didn't have a story at all,
I
it
didn't buy
kind
it.
of ticked me off. Yeah,
I
I
was
pre-ordered that
pissed.
game.
I didn't buy it.
I bought the $120
I think
edition of that
I
game,
bought
and
it.
I was disappointed.
And
You did. It
I
got
said-
gifted to me.
I learned it.
I didn't care about the story mode. I only played.
I
Call of Duty
wanted
for
zombies.
I got lucky. My parents
And
don't let me
to
pre-order,
find
so I
out it
never
wasn't
learned, so I
even
never got in the
premise.
habit.
It wasn't even
Yeah,
the,
we had that
storyline
problem for a
before, it
while.
was
I didn't.
I
I
pre-ordered
never got
a
allowed
little
to.
bit.
system.
Huh?
I never got allowed to, so I didn't.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to growing up.
So
I
I never
pre-ordered-
got
I
in
only
the habit.
learned
So
to do
when
it
I
recently.
never got in the habit. So when games cost so I never got paying $60 for games that aren't out yet.
I pre-ordered
In
some
my
games.
opinion, Zombies is the best mode. It had Alcatraz, it had Origins, it had
Yes.
Farm. I really liked Farm for whatever reason.
Respect.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Don't know why, but I love
It
Farm.
didn't have Pack-a-Punch
I
or
actually
anything
have
like
to
that,
admit, I have to admit, the way they experimented with zombies in Black Ops 2, by letting you do modes where you could be the zombie, hands down one of the best things they did. Hours of fun.
but yeah.
Endless hours of fun.
In my opinion, the online, even if you didn't play for the zombies, the way that they ran the servers and stuff was pretty smooth for
Yeah,
that
I never
generation.
really dealt with too much lag when I playing that back in the day.
And I'm gonna be. And
No
I'm gonna,
matter what time of day you can get into a game real quick. Nowadays, it's
Waiting
Yeah,
hours and
so
hours
much
on end.
network issue. But
and
go
I'm,
on.
and I'm gonna be the odd duck here and actually. My favorite part of a Call of Duty game was actually the single player because it had a story and you had to make choices
Yes.
and they actually affected the ending.
Mhm.
My guy literally lives or dies depending on what decisions you make in the game.
Honestly, 1 and 2 were good with that. 3 not so much.
I like how you
Yeah.
can drop in and land
3
anywhere
kinda
you
like
want.
botched the story
Like my
completely.
favorite drop was
Ball.
Tilted.
And then 4 just flat out said, screw the story.
Really? This isn't Fortnite.
Can I say that Nikolai is best waifu?
No, because the knife is.
The knife.
The knife.
The knife.
Nah, the shit.
Knife is best melee weapon.
Right?
But alright, we'll move on to number 1 to Lance.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Respect.
Yeah.
It's the, ga-
Gotta
it's the game
say, not many people would pick that.
it's the game that got me into role-playing games.
I loved Oblivion way more than Skyrim.
Oblivion,
I actually,
oh,
another-
I
there's-
couldn't get into Oblivion to save my life, but I respect people who would play it.
And you get to make you get to make your own spells. You can make your own enchanted weapons. You can make your own enchanted armor. There were a bunch of guilds to play, and And, well, this is a minor one. But one point but I really, really like that thing where you level up by actually doing the stuff your character does instead of just getting kills. You get experience for swinging the sword and swinging the sword, if that's your sword's kill. You don't get instead of just random, hey, I killed this frog. 13 experience and 3 gold.
I cheated.
I was this frog carrying gold.
I bounced everywhere to get my acrobatic. I'm like,
Yeah,
bing,
acrobatic,
bing,
yeah.
bing, bing.
That's chaos. That's
Hey,
chaos. I did the
whatever
rubber band trick
works,
to get
right?
athletics up.
What was your race?
Argonian.
Argonian.
I think I played all of them at some point. Just to
What
see
was your first race?
first time, Dark Elf.
Not bad.
Nord.
I like to throw fire and sword things.
Because I've played probably everything, but like that one that you'd probably pick more than all.
Well, here's the one. My first one was the Dark Elf. My favorite was the Britons. I like sword plus magic combined.
Mm-hmm.
Nord, then Orc.
We need to. Now, if only the game had orcs.
I would be that. Fear the Nork. Ah!
Here's the thing. I didn't even know modding was a thing, and I still play this game for anything more than I ever did Skyrim, and I did mod Skyrim.
But alright, the last number one.
My
Yes,
number
this-
1, Super Mario Sunshine.
God damn, dude. I was not expecting that one on this list.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's just
Props, dude.
same thing as
Good
Super
shit.
Mario 64, just an open world, acrobatics, but you got a water jetpack,
Flood
There-
was the best.
and then what I loved about it is they had these not secret levels, but there was these levels where they took the flood away from you, so you had to focus on like this old school Mario.
Yeah, old school
Yeah.
Mario
The little
style.
Easter eggs they did in Sunshine were amazing. I've never beaten Sunshine, even though I've played it.
I like the rocket jump.
And they gave Bowser a voice, like a voice
Yeah.
actor.
One of the few times 3D Bowser canonically spoke.
And then it introduced me to Bowser Jr., which became like awesome.
And the way-
The only competent one of the Koopalings.
Right.
But now I must ask, Peach or Flood, best waifu?
Flood.
Flood.
He's always wet.
Daisy.
He wasn't in this
Nice
game.
one.
Don't care.
He's
Wow.
ready to go.
Ready to get.
Until you lose
I gotta
it.
say, I have to deal with the same old blonde every time. You gotta change it up, right? Oof.
And she's
But,
never in the
And now I must
she's
bad
never in the
Mechanicus
goddamn
again,
graphic.
Peach.
That's why I have to.
She's the only one mostly because she's the only one that had the common sense to realize something was wrong with the plane.
Now I'm gonna say this now. It's not technically my top 5, but a good honorable mention for me because it almost was my top 5. I had to debate it for a while. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Got to put that in there as a good honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're doing honorable mentions, Call of Duty World at War.
Oh,
God.
Gotta love blowing people's legs off.
Nice.
Also, it introduced the best. I think it's also one of the best. Also, my favorite Call of Duty character, Russian Commander, dude. A Russian Commander whose name is escaping me at the moment now because I actually don't remember who it is, but I could have told you 5 minutes ago if you hadn't told me if I had been trying to put on the spot. You remember me from the Russian campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Cuts a dude in half so you can plant that flag.
Can I say an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Of course.
I kind of briefly mentioned it in my Black Ops 2 thing, but Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I used to play that.
Golden Sun. Ooh.
Golden
I love Golden Sun.
I used to play it all the time. It was actually the game that got me into gaming, which is why I really wanted to put it on my list. But I don't remember much of anything about it because I was only like 6.
Was that the second of this?
That was the.
I'd like to throw
With
a
Felix?
that was the
honorable
one
mention, but I have to
on
make sure
the DS.
saying it right.
That wouldn't be the second of the series. That must have been the remake.
I guess so, but it was on the DS and I loved it to pieces.
With Isaac.
Yes.
High five guy. Bam.
With Isaac, yeah.
I don't think this is the game I was thinking of.
Oh, well, you give that up. I'm, of course, going to throw in everybody's favorite true game that's so well, we couldn't even list it on this list because it would have just been too obvious. Big Rigs Over Road Racing. The only game where you can reverse accelerate to light speed.
Never played it.
It's an old trucking sim, but it's so broken, and it's actually kind of hilarious. Like the AI for the enemy truck doesn't move. If you go in and menu and fix it, you still can't lose because it's not programmed to let it win. And wait, they have a forward speed cap, but no reverse speed cap. So you can literally accelerate until the game breaks and crashes, as long as you're going backwards.
Oh, yeah. My honorable mention that got me into actual fighting games: Mortal Kombat.
Test
did
your
you
might.
Red.
I like Mortal Kombat, but I suck at Mortal Kombat.
It's
Cold
not
shoulder.
about if you're good. It's not about if you're good at it. It's, yeah.
Get over here!
Good point. Or else you wouldn't have any of these on your list.
But my honorable mention, it has to be the Burnout games.
Alright.
I love
I
it.
definitely got and I'm pretty sure I do know what I'm talking about now with this one. My honorable mention was a Game Boy game called Dokapon, and I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Dokapon?
Yeah.
I know
I
Dokapon
obsessed
Kingdom.
over that game when I
That
had
one.
it. It's an old Game Boy game. The combat system threw me off because it was rock, paper, scissors based.
It is. It's the same game.
Dokapon.
Oh.
The piss you off game.
And all
The
the
French
freaking
Revolution?
sword
Oh, not
melding
for me,
and
there-
shield melding.
we had the
That
computer like
drove me
pretty much
nuts.
max, like pretty much almost max level,
But
and it was like me have to double team the computer to beat it, and we're
Yeah.
still someone losing against it.
That's
I'm
right,
sorry.
that's what you guys
It
call
was
it
a
by the
cool
name.
game
was-
battle-wise, but it rewarded you for beating it.
Alright. But now we're going to get off the game topic. We're going to do a little
We're
thing
going to talk about a
here.
game. We're going to play a game.
Well, I
Would you
have
rather,
it
huh?
here, but yes, we're going to play Would You Rather.
All right.
I'm getting more
Yes, but I
water
couldn't resist.
thirsty.
Yes, but I couldn't resist the timing. You said we're going to get the game time.
Yeah.
Play a game.
Let's just for the purpose of it. We're not playing from this one in particular, but it'll show.
We're doing one on
Would
the
you rather?
computer.
Alright. I guess Dustin's throwing something away or something.
No, I want a drink.
Ah.
So that's
But
the
alright,
thing for a
we'll
moment.
start this off with the first Would You Rather question. Would you rather have no family or have no friends?
Family.
Oof, that's a hard one.
By far, family.
I mean, technically, friends could become family eventually if your bonds grew enough.
That's your family.
I'd rather.
Oh wow.
You choose
Well, Dustin.
have no family?
Yeah.
It's a hard choice because each one has its pros and cons. I definitely have to say I would choose family to not have because I could get that back.
Yeah, I think it's easier to replace friends than people that are related to you.
Friends
Not
have-
necessarily true because you gotta think.
I mean,
there are
you
people
could
who
be
don't
the
like
other,
their families.
but
Well, if you think about it,
Lot
it
of-
stands.
You gotta think. There
Hmm?
are people who don't like their families for one reason or another.
Think about if you're an orphan, though. You technically get put into a family, so family is technically
yeah, but
Technically replaceable.
if you're not an orphan, you can go make more friends.
See?
Fair.
I'm gonna loophole the crap out of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick have no family because I can make my family my friends.
I'm
Yeah.
here because I have my friends. Because during my friends are my family.
Oh.
yeah!
I am so-
Touche.
and during my family is my family is my friends. So, yeah.
Don't worry, I got a bunch of family. Girls put me in their brother zone all the time.
Yeah, brothers.
You're like a brother.
Just moved to Sweden.
Most
I
people
just gotta
chose to
move
have
to
no
Alabama.
friends. Alright, we'll move on to the next question on our list.
Sweet home
Fight
Alabama.
Goku or fight Vegeta?
I think Goku. Is he get bored once he realizes he
Have
wasn't
to get
strong?
around on all fours all the time, or only make animal noises.
Only make animal noise. That would be a good way to fuck with people.
My job will be.
Then you can never talk to people either.
Only make animal noises. I can write.
All
Technically
fours.
speaking, you could use animal noise to make human speech if you did it properly.
What if I pretend to be a parrot?
Or I can do the easy thing and just write.
All
Don't try to
fours.
loophole this like I did.
See, I just do the anime. I just do
I
the anime
loophole
quiet
it
girl
too.
thing. Carry around a notepad.
What if I'm just in a wheelchair? What
Eh,
about that?
I just make a bunch
Well,
of
then
animals.
you'd suddenly be able to go on all fours.
Okay, well, what if I cut off my legs? How about that?
We're not going that much loophole.
What do you mean that much of loophole if you have no legs to be on all fours with?
And you
I
better
mean,
learn to handstand.
This is would you rather. You don't get a choice.
Well,
Technically,
that
it's all
is-
about-
Well, you
I-
get the choice, but you don't. You'd have
No
to
third
do that or
options.
have to do another.
I have a choice to cut off my own legs.
After you go on
But
all
first,
fours.
you have to get on all fours to get there to get to the knife to cut your legs off.
Okay, alright. That's
Also,
fair. I'll
or-
do that.
well, that situation,
Come back and
you learn to
dust the
handstand.
Learn to handstand.
I'd rather be on all fours.
I don't
I'd
make
rather
animal
make
noises.
animal
I'll just
noises.
write when I
I'd like to be able to
communicate.
communicate.
So, yeah, I can do that. Or write.
You right.
Ah. See, I'm just skipping that one because a lot of us probably already do that.
Just say it for simplicity's sake.
All right. Would you rather lick the armpit of a sweaty cab driver or eat the earwax of an old man who has never cleaned his ears?
I pass on that.
You can't pass. You can't.
Armpit.
I go with the
I
armpit.
like the smell when I do it.
Yeah, I think I'd go with the armpit.
And honestly, I can just brush my teeth afterwards.
You can brush your teeth out of your
Brush my
earwax.
teeth.
Yeah, you can brush your teeth with the hair.
A lot of people agreed.
Yeah, somebody didn't answer.
You can brush
Go
your
ahead.
teeth with the armpit.
I am armpit, I guess.
See, what is this question? Would you rather play real life Minecraft or play real life Mario Kart?
Real life Mario Kart.
Yes.
How is that
Sorry,
even?
I don't want to see Enderman spawn in front of me while I'm building a house.
No, I have to answer this one. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to say this. I don't want to have an Enderman spawn in
Actually-
front of me while I'm building a house. I'd much rather get hit by a blue shell.
I'm sure I already know what everyone's gonna say here. Would you rather live in an anime or live in a Disney cartoon?
Anime! Fuck
Whoa! That is way too vague here. Because what genre of anime are we talking?
Are we allowed to choose
Because
anime?
I'd much rather live in Cinderella than Berserk.
Fair enough.
But it
Shonen.
doesn't
It doesn't
specify.
I'm just
specify.
saying that's so vague. Anime is practically a medium. That's like saying live action TV or a Disney cartoon.
But in Disney cartoons, it's always everything's happy-go-lucky until it's
I
not.
know, which means I have to live. I know, which is why I'd rather live there than watch. I don't have to watch it. I want to live it.
I don't want a perfect life.
Here we
But
go.
I do. It sounds awesome.
I would kill to live in
But
a
think
Goofy
of the
movie.
power-ups and the plot
Well, that
devices.
says you
If
get
you
any
are
of
not in
them.
the red shirt.
We're human. We don't get much power-ups.
Not unless you're the main character.
Oh wait, no.
No, who says we are?
No. Are we getting teleported
we
in?
are?
If it's
Who
an isekai.
says we are?
Translation,
Ah.
we could.
Wait. If I'm getting teleported into an isekai, then yes. 'Cause then I
You
get
could be in Dragon Ball and be just the random spy standard.
Hey, I mean...
I'd much rather be
Oh, that's
very
what you're getting
Dragon
teleported in,
Ball
because then I'm an
than be
isekai
any Disney
protagonist, and
character.
then I do get superpowers.
Or you get transported to My Hero, but there's like the
You have
big
no
chance-
court.
there's a small chance you don't have a port.
You know what?
There's a big
But
chance
knowing
because
your-
you're from another universe.
Knowing your luck, you would be that person with no
Whoa.
court.
I'll
Wait,
probably
wait,
get the one
no,
that-
no. People from that universe have a small chance of having a quirk. You're a guy from another universe popping into one.
You have none.
But if we're going to an isekai anime, then yeah, I'd rather do that because then I get a harem.
You know what? I picked the Disney one. That way I can
Yeah,
just
get a hair.
cause chaos. I'll just cause mischief.
You be
Alright, here we go.
transported
Okay.
Have
to-
squirrels
turn
for
into
hands.
Bandit.
Oh, he's
No.
got a new question.
Have squirrels for hands or guinea pigs for feet?
Give me pics of feet.
They're both pretty
Because I can
shitty.
pet myself.
You could do that with your hands.
But look,
I can
I'll
pet
go
myself.
with guinea pigs for feet because I need my hands for alone time.
Hey, Derek.
No, that's what the squirrels.
I mean, how am I supposed to play video games with? How am I supposed to play more Oblivion with squirrels?
I agree with
Yeah,
Lance.
you're right. I'd
guinea
probably
pig
do the
feet.
guinea pig.
I'm sorry, I'd
though.
much rather have my hands.
You
If
said
you have
for a
guinea
long
pigs
time,
for
they
feet,
always
those
go
guinea
for
pigs
next.
are gonna die really fast.
Who says I wouldn't accidentally kill all the squirrels?
Yeah, but I can get in a wheelchair if something goes wrong with my feet.
But I say we
Yeah,
get,
same.
we get fake
You
feet.
know, it's hard to get replacement keyboards for people with no hands.
True.
I put my hands.
I got plastic. I got peg
I
legs.
I need my hand to flick people off.
I mean,
Flip into squirrel.
No.
Yeah.
flip with the squirrel. Just have the tug come out
Also,
of the
my
mouth.
job requires me to be able to touch food, so I can't have hairy hands.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good enough reason.
Yeah. I don't want to get
Alright.
fired.
Alright, me and you could definitely answer this. Catch your best male friend sleeping with your mom. Or catch your best male friend sleeping with your sister.
Your mother or your sister?
I'd have to go with sister.
Mother,
Yeah, because I can expect it.
Mother, because I would have blackmail.
I already had it happen.
I cannot answer because there's a high likelihood both will watch.
I can just go with I can't.
I have
whatever. I have to be
three
specific
explicit
to
things
that.
I gotta do though.
My sister, I guess, because yeah.
Mother, because I would have blackmail.
I mean,
Good one.
I just go with my sister because
Good point.
I can't be any more disappointed if I'm not surprised.
Oh, God.
Jesus!
Like I said, I'm trying to answer because I don't want to get my ass handed to me.
Oh, that's good.
God damn.
That was a good one.
Do you need a hug, bro?
Do you need a hug, bro? Oh, here we go. Dustin would like this one. Would you rather wrestle an alligator or wrestle a bear?
Wait,
Alligator.
are we on their turn? On their territory?
It just says wrestle,
Like,
technically.
I'm not wrestling an alligator in water.
Honestly, alligator. Yeah, screw it. I'm a sucker for the classics.
I'll fight the
You're
gator.
doing alligator.
Bear.
The
because
bear's
I'm
gonna
Russian.
win.
Because I'm Russian.
Exactly, bear because I'm Russian. I mean, I got spoons.
Yeah, you
Come on,
Gator.
dude.
I'm a
When
gator.
you wrestle-
The
America.
bear would block
Bear
your health
what?
once.
Or alligator.
Paw.
I
What
fight
the-
the bear with spoon.
It'd kill you.
Bear. Because I can get
I have a
on
better
it.
chance of finding the gator and winning against the
Scoop
gator.
I
out
can
its
ride the
eyes.
alligator.
No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to get on that thing's back.
Wait, can't you punch a bear in the nose and it'll run away or something like that? Or is that
That's
shark?
a shark.
That's
Because they
Shark.
can't.
the
The
shark.
sensing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a Russian or a shark.
No.
It's not. I mean, you could, but it's not on the list.
Shark will win. They're fish. They breathe on the water.
I just
Actually,
keep it out of
That's why
water.
you bite them in the gators.
if we're talking like actually, I would go with alligator because you know you can do the thing where you like snap its mouth shut and like hold it there
See, I just roll alligator
gotta
because
hang on.
you know what? I'm a sucker
for
for
dear life.
classics.
Yeah, but yeah, better odds
Yeah,
of
well,
doing
you don't
that
worry
than you
about
do
it.
with fighting
You
a
know-
bear.
You know the problem with the gator is it can swim no water longer than you can.
And it can do that,
All
right.
Well,
Who says it's
It's
underwater?
another fighting
I would
scenario.
do it.
Ah, combat.
Another fighting scenario. Would you rather fight a wolf with your bare hands or fight a large bear with a sword?
Large bear with a sword.
Large,
Bear with sword because then you have a weapon.
large bear with sword.
I just want to
Yeah.
sword it. I just want to have an excuse to sword fight something.
I just want an excuse to sword fight.
Which pelt do I want more?
I will wear its skin.
How big? Wait,
I would be a
Is it
Viking.
just a lone wolf or is it a pack of wolves? 'Cause
You
they
just
don't-
said one wolf.
Alright, I have one wolf. Listen,
My question is, do you want the wolf pelt or a bear pelt?
I would have my better sark.
can I have wolf Yeezys?
Technically speaking, if you have the sword, you can get the bear pelt easier.
Or
Because you have a blade instead of ripping it apart with your fingers.
Also, better sarks carry Viking annotations.
They do.
that, and I mean, here,
This
that
could
and
be
I
an
mean,
interesting one.
And who say you can't fight the other one afterwards with the weapon?
I shall have a bear coat and wolf pants.
You know what?
Seriously.
You know what? I want to fight the bear. Have
That-
a frickin' have a
One, and
cloak.
I get a free sword.
that and I mean,
Yeah,
that too.
you could pierce a bear with a sword. With a wolf, you'd probably want to like try and finagle it so you can snap its neck. And
I mean, strangulation would probably be easier than neck snapping.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
What if the wolf
Let's
is a
go to the
bird and
next
it's
one.
strangulation?
No.
Even I am not going there.
Be able to freeze time for 1 hour every 24 hours, or be able to replicate one thing per day that dissolves after 24 hours.
So, which D&D super? What's the day power do I want?
Stopping time for 1 hour. There's so many things you could do
Yeah.
with that 1 hour that nobody will know about.
I can walk into a GameStop and own every console ever when I walk out.
Now, is it legitly stopping time, or is it that Code Geass thing where only the time, like the people freeze where they think it's stopping time?
It doesn't
but
give that much
cameras-
specifics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go,
It's legit stopping time.
It just says be able to freeze time.
Oh,
I'll go with the
oh,
assumption
well,
the freezing time lets me move with the frozen time and go with that. Just so I
Yeah.
can, because I'll be totally honest, I just don't even want to shout Zawardo while I freeze time. I wouldn't even know what I'd do with it.
Yeah, freeze
I'd
time.
be standing.
I
I'd be
just
walking.
feel like I can get more done in
I
that
used to be
time.
spending like an hour walking around bored. Okay, I Zawardo now. What?
And then, like, you don't really get to keep what you're replicating because it dies.
It'd be a great way to, but it'd be though it would be a great way to get the things that you just want temporarily without proof.
Okay, here you go. This will be the last question. Live until 80 in poverty, or live till 40 in riches?
40 in riches.
I'm about to say we're already pretty close to 40, but I want to live long, so 80 in poverty.
I'm with him. 80
Plus-
and broke.
I'll be broke.
But let's think of it as this.
Let's think of it as, let's say we're redoing our entire life. Would you rather have 80 years but be poor the whole time, or 40 years but have all the riches?
I mean, rich
I'm
people,
sorry,
I mean, you know,
money.
rich people are always super depressed. So you know
Money,
what?
money, money, money,
I really-
money.
I just figured that might
I
change
go with
the
80,
answer.
I'm saying I go with 80 and poor. Rich people always seem to be. I'm
Actually-
curious about rich people being like the most depressed.
Actually, I'm gonna go for 40 and rich because most people have kids around their 20s, 30s. Give those kids like 10 to 20 years to grow up. When I die, I pass off all my riches to them. The cycle keeps going on. If I'm broke, I can't give them my
Support
brokenness.
your.
Yeah.
And if I'm rich, my kids are making it on their own. I'm using that money to build a pyramid.
I could pelt a lot of money at my mom and say, you know what? Get off my back.
Get
I'd
off
still
my
rather
back.
do the 80 in poverty, though.
Nah.
Live to 80.
So again, if I was rich, my kids ain't getting shit. I'm building a pyramid. I will be the new Ramses.
Why are you gonna build it? Why you just have slaves or Jews? Or Jewish
Why do you
slaves?
think he's wasting all the money?
Because that's illegal now, so I'm going to pay for the Jews to make it. I'm not a girl. I'll pay my Jews.
But alright, so that is the end of this podcast. If
I'm
you-
pretty sure I just got demonetized again by just saying that.
Yeah, probably.
Technically, I
So-
did.
Yeah.
You, hopefully you have enjoyed. Please slap a like on it if you enjoyed. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit that little bell. We will be posting every Sunday.
Also, watch our other video here. Maybe, if he decides to put it there.
You got it.
Over my head.
No!
Well then.
And remember to that like button, bros.
Never do
Watch
that
the
again.
Channels.
But
Remember
alright.
to that notification bell, bros.
But we'll see you later.
I will
And
whack
enjoy
you with
yourself
He's not
some
gonna. He
Mac.
may not be here next time.